Booze on deck, beer on ice. Laced up clean, yeah, the vibe feels nice. Fuck you, Tony, said we wouldn't fly. Now we running this mile high.
Yo, yo, yo! Happy fucking Father's Week day weekend. I am here for Shoes and Brews, the podcast. This is episode 1, and joining me, I have a co-host which will be with me every month. Ash, how you going, mate?
Good, Scotty. How are you, mate?
Very, very good. We've had some bloody good technical issues.
We got there. We're here.
We did get there, so hopefully we got sound and we're all good.
Happy days.
Far out. It's been fun and games, but look, let's get straight into it. What we're Shoes and Brews, obviously, this is going to be a longer format where we review a shoe out in the wild for 3 to 4 weeks. We come back, we talk about it, all the technical parts of the shoe, how we each went in it. But while we do that, it is Shoes and Brews, so we are going to do it with a beer tonight. I've got the Bolter XPA. What have you got there?
I'm keeping it on the straight and narrow. I've got an Asahi Zero at the moment, which we'll get into in a bit. But yeah, nah. Cheers, mate. Happy fucking Friday.
Sorry, I didn't need to go fuck you, Tony. Happy fucking Friday.
How good.
So, yeah, as we said, look, and you can see from I'll just make Ash a bit bigger on the screen here. It's a bit naughty of me. It's just that dirty Panthers.
Oh, mate. Just the weight of those premierships.
Oh, fuck. Stop it. As you can see above, I've got to get used to which way it goes. The shoe this month is the Mizuno Wave Sky 9. We're both running the pair for the last 3 or 4 weeks. I'm just going to go through quickly on the tech of it because it's a massive update. I saw this shoe at a conference back in November, and it was my shoe of the conference. So I just could not wait to get this shoe into store, and it was one of those shoes that just felt so comfortable as soon as I put it on. But essentially, look, we've got it here. The picture's up there, but here's the shoe. Been running in. Look, it is a dirty sole. Trust me. I have done some running.
Or lawn mowing.
So what they've done, from the Sky 8, they've lifted it up a little bit higher. So the stack height is 44 back, 38 front, so 6 mil offset. It is quite high. It's a high cushion trainer. What they've done, and you can see it probably on the photo a bit better on the top of the screen there. The top layer is Mizuno Energy NXT with nitrogen infused, and the bottom is the Mizuno Energy NXT EVA. So, look, that first feel is just incredible. But you've tried them on and had a few runs. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, really good, mate. I was looking for that. I'd been running in some slimmer line shoes for a little while, and just to have a nice, big, structured bit of foam underfoot was really bouncy and supportive and really well structured. I loved it off our first cab off the rank. It was a good place to start, having not worn a lot of Mizunos before. What about yourself? What do you think?
Yeah, look, as I said, the first feel was unreal. I thought the fit was a little bit narrow, probably a fraction short, so just got to be mindful of that if you want to use it for the long run, which it is designed for. For that long run, and also that sort of recovery run. But yeah, outside of that, I just strapped them on and didn't have to think about it. It was just an easy shoe to run in.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better. I did my first 7Ks in it, and a bit of up and down, a bit of everything, and it managed everything. Bit of pickup if you wanted to have a crack. So yeah, no, really, really happy with how it went.
Yeah. So look, I've only done. I've had 3 runs in them, which is I will, as we get further into in more episodes, we'll definitely get a few more Ks. That's my plan anyway. The body holds up. So you've done how many runs have you done in them?
I probably did 3-4 runs a week. I just knocked over Sydney Marathon last weekend. So my longest one that I did in them was a 21K, which was an unexpected half marathon PB, just quietly. So I put them on. It's one of those runs that just felt good. But I definitely think just having something super stable underfoot definitely helped. And obviously probably helped being better fitness at the time. So, literally the shoe that you can put on for, I wore them a few times on the treadie, a few times just at that, quick throw 'em on at lunchtime run, or the longer, slower build into marathon in the marathon block. So, yeah, they really can do it all, I reckon. So, good shoe, really similar to like a Hoka Clifton that I've had in the past. So, pretty like for mine, I reckon.
Yeah, like it is very similar. So it is that neutral trainer. One of the things that it is a wider platform on the bottom. So even though it's very cushioned and soft, it does feel quite stable. But I think it's an unbelievable shoe to add to your rotation for the long run and for your recovery run. And if you can get the fit dialed in, I think that is very nice.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, mate. Yeah, nice.
The perfect the shoes that it does compare with and is things like you said, the Hoka Clifton Bondi is a bit higher. Your Gel Nimbus, your Asics Super Blast a little bit, but it's probably more the super trainers.
Yeah.
Then you've got things like the Saucony Triumph, and there's every brand. New Balance 1080, every brand will do one, but look, this is a cracking shoe to compare.
Yeah, for sure. First one in Mizuno. Yeah, I had not that for any other reason, but yeah, first time on the foot, and definitely give them a go in the range. I reckon it's one of those. Yeah, once you've had a bit of curiosity and try something different, and it's good to see what else they got. So
Yep, nice,
yeah.
and a PB.
Oh,
mate, for your half marathons, the shoes are all right.
Yeah, the shoe. Well, the combination of the shoes and how you're feeling and stuff. But hey, you got to run in something. So they did the job.
Yep, beautiful. Beautiful. So as you said, we're gonna test out a shoe every month, and while the both of us will be on this podcast every month, it will be we'll also have a special guest. So we're going to give probably a hint. All I'm going to say is Olympic rings. So
I like it. Good teaser. That's a good teaser.
Good teaser. So I'm not going to give that away. We're going to put a few things out and maybe have people a guess, but I'm pretty excited for the guest. But essentially, what we're going to do is give them a pair of shoes as well. They're going to come back and give their feedback, and we'll hopefully get some pretty cool athletes over the time.
Yeah, have a few laughs along the way as well. So that should be a good laugh, mate.
So I've been doing a lot of these shorter clip podcasts and a bit of fun on most Fridays. What excited you about coming and trying to do a long format podcast with me? That knowing that I'm a bloody idiot and I just drink beer and like shoes.
Probably that I like the same stuff, I reckon, mate. So yeah, bloody idiot likes to run and drink beer. So I've seen a lot of your short content. And I think it's just really relatable that people want to have a laugh, especially on a Friday. Combination of balancing out a few frothies and some running shoes. Like, why not? Good for a laugh, and if nothing else, a good outlet to get some people on and have a chat and tell their story. So, it should be good fun. I'm up for it. So, yeah.
Beautiful. And look, if I'd known about the Panthers jersey, I probably. Anyway, we'll get into that. But what we wanted to do this first episode anyway is probably go through just quickly on our journey and on running and then we've got a few quick fire questions as well. But mate, nice. Start with yourself. Give us your running and sporting background.
Yeah, nice. So I started basically started swimming and playing soccer. They were my two sports of choice really all the way through school. Played soccer pretty competitively, swam pretty seriously, and then as I sort of got to 20, bit over 20, and sort of played a bit more socially rather than as competitively. Had a few beers along the way and becomes more and more social, right? So then gave up soccer for a bit. I'd always run, but I'd never probably call myself a runner, if I'm honest. This is going back a while. And then after probably a few too many years of a few too many beers, a good mate pulled me aside and basically said, "Oh, why don't we just start running together?" And he was pretty fit, so he really gave me a bit of a kick up the bum to get into it. And one thing led to another, which is just done running, taking on half marathons, triathlons. So, and now it's just an essential part of my life to keep me healthy, right? Like keep my brain going. It's all my best ideas happen. So, forever grateful. Like it's big part of my life now. So, how about you, Scotty? What's your give us a bit of a run through on your background into running?
Yeah, sort of started. At high school, I was mainly a golfer. Played a bit of every sport. I'd say I was decent at every sport, not great at any. And playing a bit of basketball, I did an ankle first game of the season and the second last game of the season or something like that. Just a social comp. And started swimming, cycling, and then a mate was doing triathlon. So yeah, went and did a sprint triathlon. 18 months later, oh look, there's an Ironman. Let's go and try that out.
Straight
so,
into it.
so we did that, and then look, ever since it's always been either running or cycling. A lot of cycling through the middle years, and moved to the coast. There's no chance I'm riding on the roads, so just running again, and it's just such an easy, accessible sport and activity.
Yeah, for sure.
And you go away if you go away to a conference, or you were in Melbourne last week. You go away to a conference and you can just take a pair of running shoes. Right? It's just easy, and it's a great way to explore as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Good way to see the city. Good way to meet a few people. So get out into it.
Yeah. So, and pretty much all my mates now are from running or triathlon. So
yeah, nice. It definitely is that big people piece that brings everyone together, I reckon. Especially since COVID, right? Like we've just seen that skyrocket. So
and the growth of the run clubs is just insane.
Yeah, it's wild now.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Happy days.
So you did this marathon on Sunday?
Yeah, did Sydney Mara. So here's the collection. That's
shiny.
It's very shiny. Pretty sick medal actually. So ran a marathon PB for me. So I was pretty happy with that. Like had a pretty good block leading in. So but just a massive event. I talk about like run culture, especially everywhere, but definitely in Australia. Like having a world major marathon here was just unreal. Like the crowds, the activations, the whole event just was out of control. So I can only see it getting bigger and better every year, right? But no, it's really cool to be a part of that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So now you've got I did see the world major. There's a little thing where you join all the medals together.
Yeah, the 7-star ring. So I've got my first star. I think it might take me a while to get 7, but hey, never say never, right? There was a few people there who got them. Yeah,
mate, I saw, and there was a lot of influencers there as well. And
oh bloody hell!
Everyone I follow on Instagram was in Sydney.
Yeah, it's spot on. I was walking around. It's good fun. It was Oh, that's the thing about the marathon, right? Is it brings out all shapes, sizes, ages. No matter what walk of life you come from, it's this real, like everyone says, it sort of shows you what the human endurance can do, but it also shows you what people get around people who run, right? Like there's lots of supporters, volunteers. Lots of really good people around. It's good fun.
There's not many events in the world. Actually, there's probably really none where you are on the start line, and you might not be right next to them, but you're on the start line with some absolute legends of our sport, on the same roads of Olympic, Kipchoge. Like he's won 2 Olympic medals. He's assisted sort of, but a 2-hour marathon. It's pretty cool.
Oh, it's bloody crazy. Like, and we saw that lead pack of men coming the other way. Just to see them like sort of cross paths. There's been some really cool shots taken of like the mass participation group on one side of the road and the elites on the other. It's just like I love that stuff. I think it's a really good part of running. So more of that.
Yeah. So you got like the city to surf numbers on one side.
Yeah.
And then your little pack.
Right. That's nice clean roads, and then just the rest of us run under them.
Running 3 times as fast.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Mate, congratulations! Two PBs in 2 weeks. Then. Mate,
Yeah, a couple of weeks apart, and that's now just got
yeah,
to keep going from here, right? Like this is
yeah,
the thing. Once you've done a marathon, you're at peak fitness, so you just got to keep going. What's the next thing?
yeah. And I don't look. I don't. I think the zero beers is obviously helping you, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to help you too much here.
Yeah, no, the zero beers. So the quick story behind the zeros is I've been made a bit of a promise to myself at the start of the year. So I'm a November ambassador every year. So well, it's my second year, sorry, I should say, as a November ambassador. But I've done some pretty crazy challenges over the years, and so this year I'm doing an Ultraman, so a 3-day triathlon, basically at the start of November. So I made a bit of a deal at the start of the year that I'd have a break off the beers until I did the challenge, and then we're free reign again. So only 2 months to go. But yeah, no, I'll be frothing for a bolter soon, don't worry.
Yeah, beautiful. I might have to get down there, and so we can have the
Oh,
bolter
mate.
together.
Yeah, bloody hell. How you doing?
Yeah. Mate,
Yeah, nice.
beautiful. All right, so we got to try to keep it fairly consistent, I suppose. With have the special guests talk about the shoe. We're gonna find out their history. Our guests will dive into more because over the course of the whatever this podcast does, as far as how long it goes for, we'll find out more about Ash and I, but we will dig really deep into the guests. But we've got a quick fire 5 questions.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're going to ask all the guests this as well. But look, who is the most influential person in your running journey?
Good question. Probably my mate Brad, who basically gave me a rocket up the bum and said, like, you need to get fit. No, he was politely telling me, oh, we should go for a run. Really, he was saying, mate, you need to drink a few less beers and run a few more Ks. So, but I don't think at the time he knew that he was going to unleash this person who just wanted to do the next biggest challenge. So, yeah, probably Brad on my own, mate. What about
Yeah.
you? Who's the biggest influence on your life running through?
Mate, there's 2. There's my first triathlon coach, who was always in the end he drove the car for my wedding, which is pretty cool. But look, he was always very supportive. We I did the tries it was over a 7-year period, so mate, he's very influential in what I did. And then more recently I moved to the coast, and there's a guy called Mark Dunlop. So the coach was Ben Gathercole. Actually, he's Canberra.
Yeah, cool.
Was involved with the Brumbies for a bit, but his old man won I think it was a silver in the 56 Olympics, Melbourne, for swimming. Yeah. So the pedigree is pretty high. But moved to the coast, and there's a guy, Mark Dunlop, and he is one of those guys that just gets everyone together. All of a sudden we're just a big group of, guys that like to meet in the car park at Terrigal at 20 past 5 in the morning. So
for a run.
Yeah, for a run. No, he's been unbelievable, just getting it, not only myself, but just everyone together. He's just one of those guys.
Yeah, nice. Unreal. How good. And so what about your favourite running story? Like, I'm guessing everyone's got a bit of a poo story, but what's your favourite running story?
I reckon we do. I'll save the poo one, but I reckon we could just do an episode on poo stories.
Yeah, for sure.
I was thinking about it, and then what we'll do, every guest we have on, we'll just do a separate recording, and then we'll keep them for a
poo compilation.
Yeah, perfect, a poo compilation.
Right, I'm on board.
So that would be I reckon after about 5 or 6 guests, we'll just have a great. But funny. Look, my funniest story. I was training for Melbourne, 2017, and turned up in the car park as we do, and I meant to run with one of the guys, and he doesn't turn up. It's a bit raining, and I take off and go over to it, and the roads on the coast are steep and they're wet, and I just running around Avoca, slipped over, and went down pretty hard, took bark off my chin, my knees, slid across the road and hit some wheelie bins. And then I'm going, okay, I'm just going to run back. I'm a bit rattled. As I was running back, I ran into the mate that was meant to be meeting me at the car park. And we got back, didn't think anything of it, ran a few extra Ks. Anyway, later that afternoon, my wrist is just killing me, my left-hand wrist. And I said to my business partner, Levi, I just go, mate, I've got to go and get this checked out. So, yeah, go and get some scans, broken wrist, 7 weeks out. And I'm just going, oh, far out. And the first thing I asked the doctor is, when can I go running again? And my wife just looks at me like, I'm going to fucking kill you. That was the first thing that you think of after. So to make matters worse was 6 days later, I was at a Bunnings, put on a Father's Day stall, and I met a mate there. I ran into a mate and shook his hand with my right hand, and I was like, "Fuck, that fucking kills." Anyway, that was the first. So next day, I go back and do have another scan, a full body scan this time.
Mm.
They come out and go, you've got 2 broken ribs and 2 broken wrists.
Wow,
So,
good stuff.
Fuck, how good's this? The doctor wants to talk to you. He thinks you've been fighting. Mate, and I was very fit at the time. I was like, mate, I am not a fighter. So anyway, went on to do the marathon, much to my wife's disgust. So.
Oh, mate. Still got it done. How good.
Tried to.
Oh, mate, that's a huge effort. Bloody hell.
So what about your good story?
Oh, mate, plenty of poo ones that are some great escapes or some near escapes, but yeah, a non-poo one. So my first ever half marathon. So my mate brother that I was talking about before. So he trained for the full marathon. I trained for the half marathon. This is in Melbourne, and I had a bunch of people like tracking us from the with our numbers and whatever. And so started the half marathon. I was like, I'll give it a red hot crack. I'll see what I can do. I was feeling really good. And I got through halfway. I can remember some older bloke yelled out however fast we'd gone. I was like, yep, cool, on track. That's pretty good. Can't remember what it was exactly. But anyway, I kept cruising along and then got to about 19 Ks and sort of used to go up and over like Beer Mar there. Feeling pretty good. There was this sort of dad and son combo who I remember running with them for a bit. Anyway, we sort of did this little weird turnaround and must be about 200 metres from the MCG, from going into the MCG. And all of a sudden, my legs just started swinging the other way. And before I knew it, I don't remember it, but so I woke up in the medical tent, thanks to the lovely person who paused my watch for me. So anyway, I got taken to the medical tent, and so I wake up in the medical tent, and I'm like, oh, there's a big white roof all around me. I just remember waking up feeling crook as I was like, I've got a spew. Where do you want me to basically spew? So this nurse comes over. Oh, here's a spew bag, do your thing, whatever. Anyway, yeah, time passes. My wife came in, and anyway, I got assessed by the doctor. They did all the tests, like, can you, whether you got to go to hospital, go home, or whatever. Meanwhile, I just got my phone back because at the time I used to wear like an armband thing, and
real rookie.
Yeah. Well, real rookie back, however long ago it was, back when they were cool. And I remember taking my phone out, and I had all these messages. Oh, congrats, mate! Great job! And mum and family and everyone was like getting around me, and I was like, oh, it's just so insulting. But what had happened was because I'd basically been pulled off the road and to the medical tent. The tracking thing must have thought that I'd gone past or through the thing at the MCG somehow. So everyone's messaging me, oh, yeah, you finished, like, how good? And meanwhile, I'm stuck in the medical tent, no medal because I didn't finish. They're basically just sitting in my jocks, like thinking about life, and ended up getting shipped off to hospital for a couple of days. So,
God.
Anyway, but then I got to awkwardly reply to all these messages. Thanks, but didn't quite get it done. So, anyway, but went back the year after and did the full marathon. So went back and got some revenge.
What year was that?
That would be maybe 2016-ish. I'll double check. I'll fact check myself, but I reckon it's around 16, maybe even earlier. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we might have been at the marathon together in 2017 then.
Well, yeah, possibly. Yeah. Actually, I'll
Fuck you,
come back to
Tony.
you on that. I'll come back to you what year the marathon was.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that'd be very, very interesting.
that'd be funny. Yeah. No.
Mate, that's no medal. Bloody hell.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was. Yeah. Then I got to hospital, and half the people had medals, and half the people didn't have medals. So it was quite entertaining to see how many people came to hospital though. So
Oh
anyway,
dear.
they got there.
Yeah.
And just to change it up a bit, so we're obviously wearing footy colours. So for me, it was jersey day today. You've got the Raiders on,
Yep.
I've got the Mighty Panthers on. So we're hitting finals time. But footy wise or sport teams, who are you barracking for? Who do you go for?
So look, in the Premier League, I follow Arsenal, but what happened is I'm going to say I don't know how long ago, 15 years ago. So I've got a young fella come across, Alan Gaston. He worked with me in Canberra, and he arrived, and I said, "Oh, mate, have you picked up at a rugby league team yet?" He goes, "Nah." And he asked me, "Do you go follow Premier League?" "Oh, not really." So we did a deal. Like he follows the Raiders, I follow Arsenal. So since then, we bought each other a few jerseys, and I think he bought more for me actually. So sorry, Al. Um, so I think I've got about 5 Arsenal jerseys as well from not following Premier League. But ever since, look, he lives in Canberra now, and he goes to the Raiders every week. So,
So good.
mate, it's unreal. So those two, and then I've moved to the coast, and the Mariners has been even before when they were shit, they were finishing last. Look, I'm not hopeful for this year. The squad looks like they're about 15
Yeah.
years old. The whole so I'm not confident this year, but look, we've had a fun couple of years. So yeah, they're the three.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Well,
what about
yeah.
you?
Well, yeah, the Mighty Panthers. And as much as I copped it today, saying, have I still got the tags on this thing from a few years ago? Uh, was a long suffering. So prior to 2003, I can remember the pre 2003 days of not being good, or being shit, I should just say. And yeah, it's been bloody good the last couple of years. Obviously, like a few there where we didn't think we'd actually get it done, but some miracles there. But yeah, equally, like I'll literally watch paint dry if it was a competition. So, massive Saints fan in the AFL. So, probably
Never,
balances out.
never,
Never heard
never,
of
never heard of it.
it. Probably balances out my success ratio with NRL because no, it's long suffering.
They they're awful, are they?
Yeah, we haven't won since '66, so yeah, but we're on the up. We've got a good young group coming through, so I'm optimistic again.
Yeah.
But we'll see. And then yeah, Premier League wise, it's Liverpool.
Fuck
I had
me.
when I played.
No, we're done.
When, we're at it. So yeah, I played soccer or football pretty seriously when I was younger. And had a coach who was like a scout, so he was diehard Liverpool, and that's probably my earliest memory of why. But yeah, no, again, probably similar to the Saints story. Like it's turned recently, and now it's a good time to be a Reds fan, especially after the last weekend's results. But there's plenty going on, whether it's NFL, NBA, college football, like whatever it is. We'll cover a bit of it all here, but just anything remotely competitive and get you going. So yeah,
Yep.
bit of
Nice.
all of the above. So and so if we change it up then, because we're obviously going to ask everyone this, and I reckon
Yep.
we ask people what the food is they think about when they run, maybe. But what's your
Well, that is a good one,
because
actually.
like lots
I
of
think.
people think about their favorite meal or whatever when they
Yeah, yeah.
what do you so what's yours? What do you reckon?
When I was doing Ironman, I just remember all I wanted after every was a hamburger with a lot and a Coke. That's
Perfect.
and I remember running past my old man. I was in Foster, and I saw him with a couple of K to go. I said, "Mate, I just want a hamburger with a lot, barbecue sauce, and a Coke." So, so they'd go and get me the burger.
Yeah.
So mate, that is, yeah, that used to be it.
For me, like I often think about just like a pub feed, right? And that can be any. Like I know it's a pretty loose list, but when I did my first ever marathon, there was this Mexican joint that had opened nearby. So I went there one Sunday after a long run, pretty much almost like ran home, had a shower, went down to the restaurant, smashed this massive burrito and a beer. And I reckon like now I actually think about that meal more on my long runs than I probably should. Like I'm I could absolutely smash a burrito. But pizza's probably my poison of choice. Like just before, during, after. Like pizza at any time is a hit for me, I reckon. So
Yeah, no,
but
pizza is good. We actually have it's one of our interview questions for work. Is
yeah,
do you like pizza? And if the answer's no, we're done.
yeah, wrap it up.
Yeah, because we do you go to staff training events and things, and it's pizza. It's like, man, if you don't like pizza, you can fuck off.
Yeah, I'm on board. How
Oh,
good.
yeah, funny. So what about your favourite drink, and why is it beer?
Oh, it's definitely beer. As much as I'm sitting here drinking an Asahi Zero, yeah, it's definitely a beer. And if I have to put myself in a location when I drink that beer, it's definitely the shower. So,
Shower beer.
shower beers for the win. Just like full internal and external refreshment all at once. Like, and you can take more than one if you really want to. Like, have a long shower, treat yourself.
I've seen those little fridges that
Oh
I don't
man,
know if
that's
they're
dangerous.
taking the piss or not, but there's little fridges inside them.
Yeah, that's dangerous for the water bill and for the consumption. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was just something that started in uni. I remember a mate just got me onto it once. I was like, "That's great after sport. It's great on a Friday night before you get ready to go out or whatever." So, but any sort of beer, mate, I'm pretty open.
Yeah.
Like Bolter's been a poison of choice for a long time, but typically depends on the time of year. Like happy to go dark beers in winter, classics
Yeah,
in summer, but I'm not precious, mate. Whatever's nice and cold and bubbly, let's go.
yeah.
So
It's wet.
yeah.
So
What about yourself?
yeah, mate, definitely at the moment it's definitely Bolter. It's my go-to at the moment.
Yeah.
So just love that beer. But shower beers was never I didn't know what a shower like. I'd never thought of having a beer in the shower until I moved to the coast, and my business partner's just mate. He's all over it. He just thinks the shower beers are the bomb, and I just went. I sort of get it. I'm not really on board, but for me, it's a pool. We bought a house with a pool about 6 years ago,
Yeah,
and mate, I get home from work on any day, and I can sit in the corner of the pool with a beer.
yeah. Happy days.
That's the ultimate for me.
Yeah, bloody hell, I love it. Very good. So what are we doing next month? What should we? Well, we're not going
So
to drop the guest, but what should we test the next month?
So the shoe for next month, it got released on Monday, but also I think it was up at the ASICS Expo for Sydney
Yeah, it
Marathon.
was. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the Sonic Blast. So this shoe here, Quick Tech is the Flight Foam, mate, tongue twister, Flight Foam Blast, midsole and turbo. So it's got a plate through the bottom, which is a P-Bax plate. So
yeah.
real snappy, like just
Oh yeah,
crazy snap. But it's a tempo. Look, you could race in it, but tempo trainer that is probably going up against one of the shoes that's been owned this category for a little while is the Saucony Endorphin Speed.
yeah. Okay.
So it's
Yep.
very similar. And yeah, that's the one. So yours, if you didn't get them today, yours will be in the post hopefully
Happy
Monday.
days. No, look forward to it.
And our special guest will have a pair as well. So yeah, that's the one we're doing next month. So
Unreal.
I think that's pretty much comes to the end of it. Hey,
Happy days, man. Thank you.
thank you. I know we said we thank you for testing the shoe out with the last few runs, but PB for half marathon in a brand new pair of shoes is unreal.
Mm.
And thanks for the technical difficulties we had. So
We're away,
anyway,
mate. That's all that matters.
I'm
Happy days.
just hoping when I press play on the recording that we got sound this time. So
No,
anyway,
we'll be all right.
look, We'll the special guest. We're going to drop some hints in the Insta feed. This will be on YouTube and on Spotify and on Apple as well. So yeah, get around it, have a bit of fun. We're here to drink some beers, talk some shit, talk some shoes. But yeah, look, as far as my sign off, look, have a cracking month, I suppose, but have a cracking weekend. Get out, go for a run, have a couple of beers. Life's better when you get 2 or 3 into you, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks, Ash.
Thanks, mate.
All right, and cue the music.
Shoes on deck, beer on ice, laced up clean, yeah the vibe feels nice. Fuck you Tony, said we wouldn't fly, now we running this mile high.
Best part is you can't even hear the music.
No.